Have you ever run out of power in the woods? Tailgating, car camping, van lifing, or backpacking? On this episode, I'll be doing a review of this, the All Powers S200 power station. This is a 41,600 milliamp power station. If you're new to my channel, I'm a hiker, backpacker, van lifer. Power in the backcountry is something I need. I've personally used multiple different units. I've got a Blue Eddy, I've got an EcoFlow, and now this, the All Powers S200. The key to getting a power station like this is to figure out what exactly your needs are. So this one is interesting because its primary source of charging, or its best source of charging, is from solar, which I've got on the ground here. There's three ways you can charge this unit. First, with a wall plug, which charges at 36 watts. Second, there's a USB Type-C, the high power delivery at 65 watts. And third, by solar panel, which this supports 100 watts. Now you can actually charge this with both the USB Type-C and the wall plug, which also equals 100 watts. So essentially there's four different ways to charge this, but this really shines with using a solar panel. Using the wall plug, it'll take 5 to 6 hours to charge this unit, 2 to 3 hours with the 65 watt USB-C, and 1.5 hours, maybe a little bit more, maybe up to 2 hours with the solar in full sun. In watt hours, that's 154 watt hours of power. So in comparison, my Blue Eddy I think is around 1152, and my EcoFlow is 720 watt hours. So I've experienced with multiple different sizes. On the display, it does show how many remaining hours of output you do have. It doesn't show the input though as you're charging it. It does show the input wattage, but it doesn't show the input hours. That is required to charge the unit. If we look down here, I have a solar panel, which is also from All Powers, and this is currently charging at 73 watts. If you're new to power stations, solar panels never give you their full wattage. Even though this is a 100 watt solar panel, 75 is about the most you'll get, maybe 80. So right now we're in direct sun and this is maxed out. Other features of this unit include 2 output standard USB plugs. It has a 5 to 8 millimeter wireless charger for your phone, and the main feature is this plug here, a standard wall outlet plug, which can be used for many things like a blender. This unit supports appliances being plugged into the main outlet here up to 200 to 240 watts. This blender is pushing it, and that's what I tend to do with these kind of units. I push them to their limits. This is 250 watts. But first, what we need to do is turn on the AC. To do that, we push and hold the button here, the AC button, for 3 seconds. And I like this because if you're putting this in your backpack, for example, if I want to go do some trail building and charge some batteries, this is not going to accidentally turn on. When you turn on AC on these power stations, no matter what brand it is, they always use a little bit of energy to convert it from DC power to AC power. So you don't want this accidentally being turned on. By holding this for 3 seconds, orange light comes on and you know it's ready to be used. With the unit now converting DC to AC power, this is where I think this unit shines. Weighing over at just 3 pounds, this is the perfect power station. If you're going camping by a river with friends, you want everyone to be able to top up your cell phones, maybe you're bringing a laptop or a tablet, you want to watch some movies, you want to make some drinks and have some speakers playing music, that kind of thing. With the solar going, you'll have this full power all day, and then you'll have an additional couple hours depending on what you're charging afterwards when the sun goes down. There's a bunch of different things you can run on a unit that supports 200 to 240 watts of total output power, like gaming stations, TVs. We'll go through a few of them here. A 2000 milliamp smartphone can be charged 17 times. An LED light that's 10 watts can be run for 12 hours. A small mini fan that's 5 watts can be run for 25 hours. Inflator pump that's 20 watts can be run for 6 hours. A drone like the Mini 4 Pro can have its battery recharged 7 times. A vacuum cleaner that's 120 watts can be run for an hour. A 45 watt laptop can be recharged 3 times. And a mini fridge that's 50 watts can be run for 3 hours. That's just a few appliances that can be run with this thing. For me, a small blender that can be used out in the bush, you're making drinks for everyone, having a party out in summertime, that's really where this thing shines. For full disclosure, I bought the All Powers 100 watt solar panel myself with my own money during my Canadian Rockies road trip in 2023. All Powers did see that video and sent me out their 154 watt hour power station. There's no money being exchanged, there's no contract, there's no requirement for me to say nice things. It is a good test to use their solar panel that I bought with the unit that they sent me out. The struggle is real filming in public. I got 3 guys watching me and a 4th guy with his window rolled down playing copyright music. Really what it comes down to is what kind of things are you doing with your power station? At just 3 pounds, it's a pretty light unit to throw in your backpack and go backpack into the woods. For me, I'm going to be building some trails, and being able to charge the batteries out in the bush is invaluable when you're using power tools. As for the solar panel, I've been using it now for almost a year. It's a great solar panel. It pops out, has little stands on it. It works every time. I don't have any problems with it. That was the problem I had with my old solar panel it just wouldn't consistently work. And I did contact that company and they refunded me. So the All Powers one is solid, it works. It's 100 watts, you get about 75, 80 watts at max, which is typical because there's an energy loss conversion from the solar once it goes into the unit. That is the case with basically every solar panel. If you guys want to pick up the 154 watt hour All Powers unit or the 100 watt solar panel, I'll leave links down in the description down below. Be sure to subscribe and I'll see you guys on the next one.